Okay.
So, hello, my name's Tim Randall from Links Magazines, and I'm with Tim Lambie from Chez Vous. Hello, Tim.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
How are you? How are you? All right?
Yeah, very well. Not exactly rushed off my feet at the moment, so I've got plenty of time to organise my life these days, which is something before lockdown I wasn't really able to do. I
Yeah.
was a very busy bee, but now it's less busy.
So Tim, tell me the name of your business and what you do.
So it's called Chez Vous PC, which means essentially at your place, PC. I've been doing this for, well, this is my 18th year now, and essentially I used to sell, I don't anymore, but I can come back to that, but certainly repair and help people with their computers, and to a reasonable extent, tablets and sometimes mobile phones
Right.
with email accounts and things like that. I used to sell computers, I don't now. I'm much happier now really to advise people on what I think is appropriate for them. They can then buy it and I can help them set it up, transfer data and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But essentially I'm a home visiting computer service, which in a lockdown does make it somewhat tricky to do my work.
Yes. Okay. So we're in lockdown. Well, what are you able to offer clients now then?
Well, actually quite a lot. When I was operating normally, I didn't really do very much in the way of remote working, so connecting to people's computers using software, because I found it just as time consuming as going to visit somebody, because it just was more straightforward. But with this forced upon me, remote working is actually working out very well. So someone can ring me up with a problem. I can then email them a link or talk them through how I would then connect my computer to their computer. I can see exactly what is the problem or what they're trying to do, and then help them out directly, talking to them all the while. And that's how I'm essentially getting by. But there are inevitably some things that visiting will only resolve, like connecting a printer, or finding out why the screen isn't working, or things like that. But the vast majority of the time, I'm connecting to other people's computers. But I'm also encouraging people, if they're okay with it, to bring their computers to me, so that I can deal with them here, and then they can come and collect them a day or so later.
Right. So you can link it to people's computers at home and solve their problem by doing that, or they can bring their computer to your workshop, and that is where.
So I'm in Crapstone, which is up the edge of Yelverton. It's actually called the Yelverton Business Park, but with the name Crapstone, I think it was easier to call it Yelverton Business Park. So I'm right at the edge of the airfield, opposite the War Memorial. There are a number of businesses here. There's a garage still open. There's a couple of other businesses.
I mean, Tim, with lockdown, we're all relying on our computers so much at the moment, aren't we? I know I am, whether that's be for work or for entertainment. I would have thought that you would be in quite a lot of demand for any issues that go wrong with people's computer.
Well, certainly. That is what I thought too. But I think now that people are connecting very much more with their relatives far and wide, using the likes of Zoom or WhatsApp or what have you, that the little things that I might ordinarily have been called out for are being dealt with by the grandsons and the nephews and so on in those sort of quick chats that families get up to. So the sorts of things I would normally be called out for happily are being done by the relatives. But before lockdown, the relatives were usually responsible for causing the problems, which I would usually go and resolve. So thankfully it's the other way around. And I imagine at the end of lockdown, when we stop using Zoom and WhatsApp quite so much, that I'll be back in helping people after the disasters and the relatives have gone back home.
Yes. Okay, brilliant. Sorry, a phone call coming through then. So just give me a list of the kind of faults, the kind of typical problems you're having to deal with then for people.
Well, 2 days ago, Gmail had a real problem with sending and receiving email for those individuals who used programs on their computers to collect their mail. So software faults, how do I do this sort of questions, as well as physical repairs. So I've been seeing screen replacements, battery replacements, which sounds easy, but these days batteries are built into machines and very difficult to get out by an individual user. So I'm also doing routine stuff, so computer health checks. You know, why is my computer running slowly? Why am I getting loads of pop-ups? Can you replace my antivirus? All of those sorts of things, as well as upgrades. Some people still have Windows 7, which I'm sure we all know needs to be either replaced or upgraded, so I'm doing that for people. I'm also replacing hard drives. The conventional spinning hard drive is really slow, and is why lots of Windows users complain about how long it takes to start up and shut down. But replace that with a solid state drive, and then you've got a remarkably different machine. So I'm doing quite a lot of that. And you know, anything else that crops up, and believe me, there's quite a lot, what with mobile phones, tablets, PCs, as well as Macs and MacBooks and iPads.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Tim. People know where to find you. You're obviously online. You've got a website address. Your website address is? So
it's chezvoupc.com, which sounds easy, but it's chezvoupc.com. I'm usually at the top of any of the Google searches, and you can find me on Facebook as well. And the easiest way to contact me is by email.
Just in case anybody watching right now wants to give you a ring, what's your number?
So the landline is 01822 855 822.
Wow. Well, brilliant. Thanks for your time, Tim. It's good to see you. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.
All right.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.